Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 18th, and I'm Pastor Terry with Tuscola United Methodist Church. I'm so glad that you joined us today for our devotional. We've been discussing prayer and finding some practical ways to make our prayer life a little easier, to make our conversations with God more back and forth, and to give ourselves a way to pray without becoming monotonous and finding it boring or finding it doesn't speak to us anymore. So today's tip, very, very short and easy one, but probably the most complicated of all the prayers to act out. And that is to make prayer an integral part of your day. We've all heard the First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 16, 17 verse, which is rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances. Y'all, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. I have very little ability to truly multitask. And when I think I'm good at multitasking, I will go back and look at what I was doing and realize it was not good at all. So, this doesn't mean that we walk around with these big, powerful prayers. Remember how we talked about on Monday with these big, powerful prayers? Because if you're in the middle of these big, powerful prayers and you're at work and somebody asks you a question, you are not going to be able to respond. That is not what praying without ceasing looks like. Praying without ceasing is being constantly in the attitude of prayer. And out of all of these, I think it requires the most practice to achieve. It's like running a marathon. You're not just going to do it. You're going to have to build up to it. So what I'm going to propose for us today is to try an experiment. Right now, I'd like us all to agree to start our day and end our day with a prayer. Throughout the day, I would like us to lift up those short, simple prayers that we talked about on day one, something like, Lord, bring me ever closer to you. Lord, be with my mother as she undergoes surgery. Those kinds of prayers throughout the day. Pray over your schedule. Ask God to help you with your to-do list and give you times of the day that resonate as, oh, this is a good time to pray. When you hear really bad news. Maybe you just saw a news report or somebody called you and said a friend has cancer. Stop right there. Lift the situation up to God. Say a prayer for them. Maybe find quick times in the day to pray for your spouse or a child or a friend. Maybe as you're giving them a hug. Not that we're allowed to hug much, but you can still hug your spouse. That's not illegal yet. Pray for the person you're talking to at the grocery store. If you're talking to the checkout person, you may not even know her name, but say a quick prayer for her. I've talked to somebody who every time they stop at a red light, they give a prayer of thanks. It's sometimes hard to be grateful for those red lights, but it reminds us, hey, I've got a moment of free time here. Let me pray. So I encourage you, all of us, to take the next few days and look for those quick prayer moments that work for our lives so that we can pray without ceasing. God bless and talk to you all tomorrow.